Hey guys, Andy here with Authentic Nerds Don't Yield. I just wanted to do a quick review for House of the Dragon, the newest episode, Season 3, Episode 2. I didn't do the first episode, but I think this is a good one to start on. I watched it last night. Initially I thought it was okay. A lot of it was kind of fun and good pacing, and Damon was dope. Damon, they finally had a good person to root for, because I find a lot of the characters in the show kind of suck, and that might be the point, but it just sucks to not like anyone that much. But yeah, lots of good dragon stuff, good, decent swords, sword fights, lots of deaths, lots of stuff like that. It was pretty, I don't know. They achieved what they were going for, I think, but there's a lot of writing that you can see was changed, even if you haven't read it. I've been keeping up with a lot of channels to know about a lot of the differences and what's kind of expected on where they should be going. And it seems like they're deviating quite a bit and kind of jumping around and whatnot. And that's expected sometimes with writing and adapting things, but it seems very, disingenuous with what it's trying to do. That being said, I did enjoy, what's her name? Emma Darcy, the woman who plays Daenerys, or not Daenerys, Rhaenyra. Her performance, when Jace came in, spoilers by the way, her performance when, they brought Jace's body and everything, and she, wept and all that, that was amazing. Definitely really good. And then, again, Daemon was, the biggest takeaway. Every scene he was in, he was my favorite character. 100% my favorite. I like Jace a lot, but Damon was always my favorite, but now it's for sure he's my favorite. The dragon stuff is still pretty cool to see. Seeing, I forget his name, the one dragon drinking water, that was pretty cool. Such a little thing, but so satisfying to see things like that. And then just, I'm blanking on name. The names are so hard to keep track of because they're all so similar, but the fucking one-eyed fucking pervert son one who kissed his mom, he's the other kind of badass cool character, but he's obviously super fucked up and not someone to want to win necessarily, but he had some good moments too, fighting and everything, and then obviously he kind of blacks out and everything, but the scene with him and his dragon coming in, that was dope. But we'll see where he goes. And then I enjoyed, I don't know, I enjoy things, but I also wish they were different. So, I enjoy Rhaenyra and Daemon kind of taking the throne and all that stuff and executing Otto and everything like that. But it's also seemed too easy, the way that all the guard came in. And then, obviously, Allison set up the kind of coup and all that shit. The Allison scene where she gets raped or almost gets raped is the stupidest fucking thing in the world. It did not make sense from a character's perspective. The guy has dirt on her to, get her in shit, and what does he do? He basically kills himself by trying to rape her. So, really stupid. But whatever. I get, and that's where the writing you see change. And is this because they're trying to push more of certain ideological things, have, some, brush strokes of feminism here and there and make men seem evil and whatnot? Or is this just because that's what they wanted to do? I guess we have to wait to find out till it's over, but I do appreciate that although there's things like that, they make men look evil, whatever, they do make Rhaenyra look pretty, she's not a girl boss by any means. She's definitely trying to get the throne, but she's so incompetent and nervous, and she obviously, her son just died, but she has no, she's not stoic. She's holding on to her sword with her dear life, and she knows she's fucked if she has to use it, and everyone around her knows it. So I appreciate that, which is kind of, I don't mind some changes if they can kind of, make it fair across the playing field. And I feel like they kind of did that. But then again, I didn't read the book. So, I can't say, this is good or, But from what I got out of it, I did kind of enjoy the episode. But as a whole, this is supposed to be also the last episode was supposed to be penultimate episode. This was supposed to be the finale of season 2. So it is really weird viewing it this way. But I did enjoy it for what it was. Next episode's going to be huge to tell, though, I guess, right? So we'll see. I don't know. It's hard because I feel like the rest of the show has been kind of shitty, especially season 2. And this episode I thought was really, really good. But again, like, there's little things like, I don't know. There's things that they're trying to move into place, I feel like, and they have to do it in ways that are kind of lazy, but they're just going for it because how else are they going to do it? Like no idea what they're going to do with Alice in the next little bit, because now she's kind of fucked, but I have no idea. It'll be interesting, but it would have been cool to see this be the finale of season 2, because I think that was the goal, but then there was the writer's strike and everything. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm missing. The king, like A.N.D.Y. I actually really enjoy watching A.N.D.Y. because I think he's the most, like, they're all kind of cynical and fucked in their own way, but he's 100% the most, like, pissed. Like, he kills that guy, he steals the arrowhead and stabs him and everything. Like, I enjoyed that because he clearly is, like, you know, in the worst situation. He's burnt to shit. He's, you know, the crowned king, and now he's fucking, you know, in a cage and being transferred and everything. And so he's just had it. So I appreciate, like, watching him and see where that's gonna go. But I have no idea what's going on with all the fucking Valerians and all that shit. Like, that's really, like, I wish I read the book, because I'm just kind of in it for the ride. But I don't find any of that stuff very interesting, but I guess we'll see. And then, yeah, the whole, like, sheep stealer shit, I don't know where that's going. So yeah, we'll see. But it was okay. I enjoyed it. I love seeing people just, you know, in armor with swords, fighting, you know, like, that's the biggest, like, mind-numbing shit that I take away from this. And I'm sure that's what most fans enjoyed about this, but being, you know, kind of arrogant to the books, I can see that people online are really pissed about some of the changes. And I think at the end of the day, you have to please the fans, especially people who put in years or decades into reading these books and supporting you. And I think, like, you know, changes can be made, but you can't lose your original audience. And if you do that, then you're not going to have anything to adapt in the future. So not a bad episode in my opinion, but we'll see where it goes. I'm pretty sure it's going to, you know, make a lot more changes. But yeah, I don't know. I would give it, like, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I would give it like a 7 out of 10 as an isolated episode, but as a, you know, bigger picture story, I can't really tell. So yeah, we'll see you on the next episode. I am looking forward to it. Overall, I'm excited to see where it goes. But yeah, I would up your you know, viewing on other people's discussions and see their opinions on it, because I think this is a unique kind of case. Obviously, in media these days, they change a lot of shit and they modernize things and everything. So it's good to know where it was and where it's going, and, you know, just how they change things. So yeah. And yeah, thanks for watching the videos, and please keep up and keep watching the next ones. Thanks. Have a good day.